everyone, it's Linda. Today's video is going to be a collab. I was asked to do this collab by Wendy from My Life Wendy. Thank you so much, Wendy, for thinking of me. And also joining in on this collab is going to be Vicky, MzVicky, Jackiebluebeautytips, and Anne-Marie MuttonStyle. Each of these ladies are unique in their own way and have something to offer, and I'm sure you're gonna love them, so please go over and check out their channel. Their channels will be linked below, and we're each gonna share our #1 beauty tip or beauty tips, because a tip sometimes leads into tips, which is the case here. My #1 beauty tip is gonna be a retin-A, aka Tretinoin. I have been using Tretinoin now for 2 years, give or take, and I am definitely starting to reap the benefits. When I first started using the Tretinoin, well, let me just say, I've always had a fuller face, sort of the chipmunk cheeks. And as time has gone by and I've lost collagen, these cheeks that were once little chipmunk cheeks have become what I call hound dog jowls, like a basset hound, you know? And this line, I have deep lines right here, the marionette. Well, they were quite deep. This one especially, where I have the mole here, was starting to get so deep that this mole was pretty much becoming invisible. And I have noticed in the past couple of years that this mole is once again becoming prominent. This line is not nearly as deep as it was a couple of years ago. Also, my hooded eyes, they were never super hooded, but they were becoming a little more hooded, are definitely much more lifted. My crow's feet, much less noticeable. Do I still have wrinkles? Yeah, I sure do still have wrinkles. But I'll tell you what, those wrinkles are nothing compared to what they were a couple of years ago. All that being said, when you use Tretinoin, you're gonna face, those days where you have the ugly days. Your skin is irritated, your skin may become flaky, peely, and some things that I've learned to do to help deal with those days. One being, I take a hot washcloth and I hold it against my face wherever I'm peeling. I tend to peel mostly in this area and around my nose. So if I hold a warm washcloth against my face for a few minutes, and that area, the skin that's peeling sort of becomes, I don't know, it sort of wants to come off at that point. It becomes pliable or whatever. That's not the right term, is it? But once I take that flaking skin that has now been softened from the washcloth, and I use, remember the old-fashioned buff puffs? This is not a buff puff, but it's very similar to that buff puff. I buy these at Target. And they come in a package. I think it's less than $2. But you take one of these little puffs, and in circular motion, you go across that skin, that flaking skin that has been softened, and it will literally just come right off. Something else that I do on the days that I'm feeling irritated is I will use a hydrocortisone cream. This will really help calm the redness and make the flaking a little less noticeable. And so just take a little bit, just dab it on. This helps tremendously. Something else you can do when you're a little flaky is just take this little tinkle razor. Just take one of these razors and just slightly remove the flakes. You don't want to get carried away because the skin's already irritated. This is also great just to use on a regular basis in general, just getting rid of that peach fuzz. Makes your skin just look so much softer and smoother, and makes your makeup go on a whole lot easier. Now, it is recommended that we only use a pea-size amount of Tretinoin. Well, trying to get a pea size of Tretinoin over your entire face is a challenge. So what I've started doing, I don't know, a few months back, is taking my pea-size amount on the back of my hand and then taking a couple of drops of oil. I use the Mad Hippie oil. Mix those together, then with my fingertips, just take that and then spread it across my face and of course down my neck. It makes the application so much easier. I haven't noticed any change. You know, I still get irritated. I'm still flaking. So it hasn't diluted the tretinoin to the point that it's not doing its job. So those are the tips I have for you. Again, retin-A is definitely my #1 weapon, I guess, in my arsenal that I use in trying to fight the hands of time. Father Time will win, but I'm not going down without a fight. So please be sure to go over and check out the other ladies. Like I said, their channels will be linked below. I can't wait to watch and see what they have to say. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time.